So I'm going to try to step through the installation of pysheaf, and I'm using my old computer, which does not have pysheaf on it, as a demo. So hopefully this will work. Let's see if it works. Okay, so if you want to install pysheaf, you can start by going to Google. And you can find the GitHub repository. It will probably be in a different state by the time you see it, but some things will be the same. Namely, there's going to be documentation, and even though it's out of date, the thing I'm interested in, it will probably be revised by the time you see it, but the thing I'm interested in right now is making sure I have all the dependencies met, and that should not change. So it's these things, and I'm not going to actually use Conda, but you can use Conda. The point is I want to make sure I have all these guys, and network X should be on there. Okay, and NumPy, SciPy, and Deep. Okay, so I've got to make sure that's on there. And so I'm going to go open a terminal. So if you are on a Macintosh or Linux, then you open a terminal. If you are on Windows, you will open the equivalent on Windows. Okay, so on Windows it's called PowerShell, so that is the thing you want to look up, PowerShell on Windows. Otherwise you want a terminal. Okay, so I have a terminal, and I'm going to try doing an install. First of all, I want to know what version of Python I have. I have an old version of Python 2 if I type Python, but if I type Python 3, I have a Python 3. It's pretty old. I'm not going to update it though, just try to make it work anyway. So because Python 3 gives me Python, then probably I need to use pip3 to install. If the Python command gave you the right version of Python, then you're probably going to use the pip command. So I'm going to try using pip3 install network X. How did I spell that? I don't know. It's network X. That's the right spelling, and I'm going to see if this works. And that's pretty fast. Let me look at what the next one is. I'm going to have to make sure NumPy, SciPy, and Deep are installed. Hopefully that works. I have no idea what these things even are. Doesn't actually matter as long as you get them installed. Okay, and I'm going to say SciPy. Actually, I know what SciPy is. And what was the last one? NumPy, of course. Good old NumPy. Okay, great. Okay, I've met my dependencies, and now I can go on to the next step in the process, which is going to be right here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and run those commands and see if that works. Again, I'm going to use pip3 because I needed to use the Python 3 command to get the proper version of Python. So I'm going to just sort of put these windows in such a way that I can see everything I need to do. Git clone HTTPS. You don't need an account on anything to do this, but if you don't have Git, you might have to install Git. But the account is public. I mean, the data is public. You just, once you have Git, you do this. Then hopefully this will work. Pip3 for me. Install pysheaf. And if that does not work, which that did not work, good. I kind of wanted that bad thing to happen. It's not seeing the pysheaf that's right under its nose. So if you want to just see, I'm not lying. Well, it's somewhere in here. Pysheaf should be somewhere in here. I can't see it, but it's, yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay, so the reason it's not installing is that there's a path issue. So I'm going to try to do it this way. There we go. So sometimes you might need a / in front of that pysheaf in order to get everything to work. Great. Now I'm going to type Python 3, and I'm going to say import pysheaf, and it worked. Okay, that's all I need to do, and I will see you on the next video.